David, supplier relationship management, what problems does it aim to solve?
Well, Ed, I think organisations that embark on supplier relationship management are trying to overcome what we see as 5 key problems, and I'm going to talk about those in just a moment, but let's just start with a clear definition of supplier relationship management. So SRM is the systematic management of post-contract value from an organisation's suppliers. So there's 2 key elements to that. One, it's a systematic process, so systematic management. It sort of suggests that there is process, there is rigour, there is a constancy of purpose, and ensuring that the process itself delivers, the whole activity delivers. The second element is post-contract. So we're not confusing supplier relationship management with category management or strategic sourcing. You'll sometimes find supplier relationship management bolted on at the end of a category management process. We see it as a related but a standalone process, worthy of significant investment and resources and that effort to drive value for the life of the relationship an organisation has with a supplier or its suppliers. So let's come back to the 5 problems it aims to solve. The first problem the supplier relationship management is designed to solve is that of ensuring the organisation gets what it contracts for from its suppliers. You know, it's not untypical that an organisation will put an enormous amount of effort in sourcing the right products or service from a particular supplier, and then 6 months, 12 months, 2 years into the relationship, there are complaints about we're not really getting what we thought we were getting, we're having to intervene significantly, and all of that is cost. You know, there might be a quality problem or a delivery problem or a changeover of staff, there might be an incident, customer complaint, whatever it might be. All of that is noise, and we call that value leakage. So supplier relationship management is about suppressing that, minimizing that through good supplier relationship management.
Okay, I like that term, value leakage, that's a good one. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. What are the other problems?
The second problem is around about interface. And that is about, you know, these days organizations have multiple people on the interface between customer and supplier, and those people will be sitting in different parts of the organization, different functions, different geographies. So good supplier relationship management is about ensuring there is clarity around roles and responsibilities, and it removes the duplication of effort that goes into those relationships.
What mechanism do you put in place to make sure that you've got the right suppliers dealing with the company in the first place?
Well, I mean, that's the third problem that SRM is designed to overcome, is which suppliers are strategic. So if we accept the notion that supplier relationship management is a worthy thing to do and it brings value to the business, why would we want to do it with every supplier we have on the books? Well, the answer is we can't. We haven't got the capacity to do that. So a good segmentation process will determine which are the most important relationships, and the organisation can build some consensus around that. And the fourth reason why organisations embark on supplier relationship management is to overcome a lack of process, a lack of rigour, a lack of understanding what do you actually do when you're engaging with suppliers. So a very good relationship management programme will have process, it will have tools, it will have guidelines as to how one engages with a particular supplier through performance management meetings and so on and so forth. So SRM, a good programme, will have at its heart a great process that everybody understands and can successfully operate.
Which is important because it's not just about soft skills and, you know, black art. It's actually about getting it very well defined and actually getting the process right. And if the process is right, that means the outcome will be right.
That's right, and it's consistently applied, so people can move jobs and so on and so forth, but there is clarity around it. This is how we go about supplier relationship management. It's our way of doing it. And the final one is to overcome the get and forget mentality that suppliers often have. So they put their best people to win the contract, but you find that 6 months into the contract, those people have moved on, and we don't quite have the shared understanding that we thought we had at the beginning. So if we can get the supplier to remain focused and bring attention to our particular relationship, then we've got a better chance at creating and then securing more value from the relationship.
That's good. So there are 5 things there you mentioned, if I'm trying to summarise it. So it's first of all, it's about getting the value leakage, right? Preventing any more value leakage
Yeah.
than is absolutely necessary. The second point is getting the interface right and making sure that the relationship is both efficient and effective with a good interface.
Yeah.
The third point is segmentation and making sure that you're actually engaging with the right suppliers in the first place. Fourth point is the actual inconsistencies that sometimes arise because of a lack of a process approach, which is really important. And that final point is making sure that there's continued commitment, continued emphasis on us as a customer from a supplier.
One final point I would add is that if an organisation has a well-designed and a well-executed supplier relationship management program, it will promote collaboration and cooperation internally within the organisation because everybody knows what we're doing and why. But it will also bring more harmony and potential for collaboration between the buying organisation and the selling organisation. Everybody knows what direction we're going in.